Hi everyone, I'm Diane Liddington and I am your child's biology teacher for this semester. So a little bit about me. This is my 12th year teaching and it's my 4th year here at West. Absolutely loving it. West is definitely best. Huge fan of science, which is good because that's what I teach. Also a huge fan of sports. Baseball and football are definitely my favorite. This is my family here, my husband Eric and my two boys, Sean, who is 7, and Ethan, who's 3, going on 4. And up here is our black lab mix, Bella, who is 9, going on 10, which you wouldn't know if you met her because she's still crazy like a puppy. So when it comes to this class, we are a Keystone course. So come May, about mid-May, students will take the Keystone Biology exam. So in an attempt to make them successful for that, the trajectory of the course kind of sets them up for that. It is very cellular focused. We'll talk about how we build cells out of different molecules. We'll talk about the cell structures in there. And then all of our units after that, homeostasis, bioenergetics, cell growth, all the different stuff that we do will tie back somehow to one of those cellular structures. The Keystone is in May. Our final exam, we do have a final exam as well, and that would be in June. Very, very, very towards the end, second to last day type of situation. We will have 2 core assessments as well. 1 per marking period. We try to spread those out just so there's not too much stress over all of the testing. As far as how the journey to that mastery, the journey to those assessments is going to look. In my classroom, I use what's called the modern classrooms approach, where the lecture component of class is done as pre-recorded videos on Edpuzzle. So as opposed to me just standing in the front of the classroom and flipping through that PowerPoint and everyone has to be on the same pace, everyone is able to move through that video, take the notes in a way that works for them, and it clicks for their brain in a pace that works for them. They still have to take notes. They still have to listen to the lecture. But they can do it at a pace that works for them. And then I get amazing feedback because there are videos there are questions throughout the video that give me feedback. Are students understanding the essential understandings within that particular lecture? And if they're not, they have unlimited access to that video. They can rewatch it as many times as they need to in order to master that content. That does not mean kids are sitting passively at their computer all the time. It just means that during independent pacing, they can work through the materials at a pace that works for them. We still do whole group. We still do small group. We'll still do lots of labs. And our assessments will be both, tests and quizzes because, well, unfortunately, we have the Keystone. We have the final exam. So students do have to be familiar with our format. But we'll do some projects, we'll have some written assignments, and we'll do some labs. And then we'll use the labs and analyze those results as part of our assessment. So we're going to do a little bit of everything. We'll definitely do some new school stuff, some old school stuff. We'll be online. We'll also be hands-on, doing kinesthetic, a little bit of everything. Because of the modern classroom approach, students are required to have headphones so that they are able to listen. So that's something just to kind of keep in mind. If you're trying to get a hold of me, you want to know what's going on with your child in class, the best way to do that is to go into Parent Portal and become an observer on Canvas, because you can see everything that's going on. You just can't submit things. But you can watch the trajectory, you can see due dates for assignments and things like that. Easiest way to get a hold of me is to just shoot me an email. I have access to that email far more frequently than I have access to a phone. If you do want to have a phone conversation, shoot me an email. and we can set up a time that works for both of us. I am available Learn 2 every day but Wednesday. So if students want to pop in and just ask me a question one-on-one, I am available for that. And another fun fact, I am also the advisor for the STEM Research Club here at West. My students, they design and execute an experiment and enter those results into 2 different local science fairs in the region. If you need to get a hold of me, shoot me an email, questions, comments, concerns. Looking forward to working with your child and hopefully hearing only good things from you guys.